Senators remain worried about the repercussions of the continued restrictions on face-to-face classes amidst the pandemic. According to the UNICEF review, evidence show that while there are risks, in-person schooling is not the main driver of the spread of the infection, as long as safety protocols are in place, as observed in other countries. Meanwhile, the lawmakers are also questioning the absence of teachers in the priority list for the COVID-19 vaccine. Eunice Monte reports.
So, kukuha sila ng Monday, and then babalik the next Monday, then kuha ulit ng another setup.
This is the setup of Ernesto Rondon High School during the entire pandemic.
Nag-undergo po siya ng mga quality assurance. So, meron po tayong mga education specialists.
From the entrance, a temperature check and sanitation are now required before entering the school premises. And this is the area where the parents meet with the teachers to get their children's modules and activity sheets.
We have to make sure that government, through DepEd, is addressing those consequences, and we have the funds and the mechanisms to mitigate or even eliminate those consequences.
Although the president already announced that he is not in favor of face-to-face classes, in the Senate the legislators are pushing for the opposite. The senators were alarmed now that the Philippines is the only country in Southeast Asia that has not opened schools since the start of pandemic.
We have to make sure that government, through DepEd, is addressing those consequences, and we have the funds and the mechanisms to mitigate or even eliminate those consequences.
This can be attributed to the learning lost of the students without physical interaction.
Nauna pa sana sa mga mall, sa mga sinehan, sa mga gaming arcade, kesa sa mga sabungan. Talaga naman parang hindi natin pinangahalagaan ang edukasyon ng ating mga anak.
Science-based studies from the Philippine Pediatric Society show that there is a lower susceptibility appeared to be confined to those younger than 10 to 14 years old who had 48% lower odds of infection compared to those 20 years old and older.
Children and adolescents have lower susceptibility to SARS-CoV-2 infection than adults, generally.
Once the face-to-face classes push through, classes will also be altered. From the usual 40 to 50 students during a normal class setup, it will now be reduced to 10 to 20 students per class in line with the health protocols. Isolation room were also set up in case there are students who will test positive during class hours. Hand washing stations were also set up outside every classroom. In the end, the president is still the one to decide on this matter of face-to-face classes. Eunice Monte for The Nation.